You guys in there? You in that interwebs? Are you in that interwebs in there? Hello? What is wrong with Warrior? What the heck? He must be off his meds. He better take his meds before this starts, because this is a live stream and he needs to know he needs to take this thing seriously, because this is pieces and plans, my friends. This is using first order. What's up, everybody? Bobby says, first again, but your comment showed up second, so guess you weren't first. Everyone's saying hello. How's it going? All right, so a couple of things. First, I want to preface this video with a couple of statements. First, this is going to be a relatively quick live stream. It's not going to be a super long one at all. Two, I'm live streaming it because I got to go to work and I don't have a whole lot of time to do an overly edited, produced video. So there's that. And produced is a word now because I said it, so there's that. Just like when I said, instead of poultry, I said parsley yesterday because I was hungry, so parsley was on my mind. Parsley's on my mind. All right. Greetings from Scotland. What's up? So anyway, I wanted to go over that. It's going to be a pretty quick video. The second thing is that a lot of people are saying that the event is easy, so we should be able to go through the event relatively quickly. And I shouldn't have any speed bumps. I'm going to go through my characters who I'm going to be using. That will be the only 5 characters you can use. And then I will go into the event after I showcase the characters. I am a whale. I think everyone who watches the channel knows this. I do try to showcase and talk about the free-to-play perspective so people can know where they need to be. And really, these are geared for level 80, gear 9 with level 7 abilities. If you're gear 9, level 7 abilities, you should be able to get through it. But anybody that's below that, you may have to try a few more times and you may have to put a little bit of gear into them. Now, a lot of people are like, how and why do you have your first order worked up? I've been asked that a couple of times. Why in the heck have you spent time putting your first order up when they're not that good? Well, a couple of things. One, they are good. They just aren't arena viable as a team right now very well. The second thing is they were reworked. They were given new Zetas when Zetas came out, and they had a bunch of new synergy and abilities put into the game. And so that was like 6 months ago. And so anyone who was in the game 6 months ago, there was a ton of people who loved Darkseid who went, wow, First Order's been reworked. I was one of those people who embraced that. And so I got them to gear 10 and 11 back then when they did their rework. So anyway, yeah, someone says they like the shirt. I am a big proponent of cool shirts. I always tell people in my videos, especially my roster reviews, you guys need to stay on target, be hyper focused, stay on target. And so yeah, you know, stay on target. So pretty cool, man. All right, let me go ahead and show you the players in this game that we're gonna have. We're gonna go ahead and go to First Order. And of course, this is going to be easy for me. It should be easy for me. I have 7-star, level 85, gear 11, First Order. I also have Kylo Ren's Zeta. And then, of course, I do not have any other Zetas on here, but First Order Stormtrooper Zeta is worth it. First Order TIE Pilots is worth it, and Captain Phasma's is worth it if you're doing First Order as a thing, if that's one of your favorite groups. Teal says, what's up, buddy? And Dylan, pretty cool. All right, I did take most of their abilities up. Now, Kylo, because I put his Zeta on him 6 months ago, 5 months ago, whatever, I did max his abilities out. But most of these characters, if you even look, my leader, First Order, Captain Phasma, I don't have her to more than just level 7 on abilities. I haven't put any Omegas on her. And so just keep that in mind. Some people will say that that's necessary. I don't feel like it is. First Order Stormtrooper, I maxed his abilities out except for his Zeta, and I at some point plan on adding his Zeta because it's a pretty awesome tank in the game. This is one of the best Darkseid tanks in the game, surprisingly. And First Order Officer, I don't have any of his abilities Omega. As far as mods go, I looked at them briefly for a second last night before I went to bed, and the mod situation's a little south. I've got them 5 gold mods, so I mean, that's good. But as far as like what you should be doing on mods and what I did, not so much. I just didn't have a whole lot of time to rework this Darkseid team that I never use to make sure that the mods made sense. And so if you see, I did put, you know, critical chance and critical damage on him. you know, Captain Phasma. I've got a tenacity and a speed set. The tenacity makes no sense, and the speed set doesn't even help her because I don't have speed secondaries. You look, she's only 148 speed. Like I said, these aren't very good mods. They were just some 5 dots that I had stored on them in the past, and then I looked at them and went, oops, well, we're gonna try it because I think I'm going to make up for crappy mods with the fact that my characters are at gear 11. Pretty sure that I'll be able to do it even with that said. So, but I want you to know that I don't have a mod tricked out at all, and that I don't have all their abilities maxed out either. But again, I've got them at gear 11, and that makes up for a lot of shortcomings. So, all right. We're going to go ahead and go into pieces and plans. Again, I heard this was a very easy event, so I should be able to just soar through this, but we are going to kind of talk through it as we do it. Also keep in mind that anytime you play an event, it's going to try and teach you about what you're going to be facing and or what you should be using. It depends on what kind of event that they're building. For this one, it's going to talk about your competition, and you know, it's going to tell you. So Arc Welder is going to inflict tenacity down, or daze if they already have tenacity down. They're just teaching you about this new character, and the reason for that is you will hopefully unlock the character by the end. Ewokin, what's up? He says, good morning, warrior. So that's pretty cool. Live videos are fun because, you know, when I make a video, people just watch it and they go, you know, okay, whatever, it was a video. But there's interactivity with a live video and people really like that. So if you happen to have a specific question about pieces and plans or BB-8, then you can ask that. But really the intent of this initial live stream is just to showcase the event. That way I can participate. Now, the first thing you'll notice is they throw your characters in wrong. Not everybody pays attention, but some people don't pay attention. You need to rearrange these because they don't put your leader in the first. They always put the most powerful in first, and you want to have your leader in the leadership slot. I know that sounds placated or dumb, but there's a lot of people this is happening to in territory battles, where they go to territory battles, they pick a team, and it's like it slams a bunch of people in there that's not the right. So just keep in mind that when you're playing any kind of event or any kind of thing, you need to make sure you're picking who your leader is and putting them in there. So like they did. I've gotten a couple of hellos, what's up, from a few people. How's it going? From Brazil. We got people from all over the world, man. So pretty cool. So let's just go ahead and run through this. It shouldn't take too long at all. I'm so excited to get BB-8 because he's so cute. Aww. You know what? I have to hear what's going on, so I apologize, but I have to hear this. So we got to do this because you guys get to hear it, but I want to hear it. All right. They found me. Us, they found us. That's a terrible sound for his voice. By the way, anytime that you're doing this, you want to take out their DPS or damage per second characters, the high damage characters. Those are who you want to be most concerned about. So that's going to be characters like Rey and Han, things like that. So, double shot. Whap. And the first round is going to be cake. The first 5 rounds should be pretty easy. Hello from Denmark again. Awesome. David Lee asks, will I try with my free-to-play account? So a good question, a fair question. My second account that I used to do with free-to-play, so I got to do the 2 perspectives. I had a free-to-play and a pay-to-play account, and I did both. I didn't have time to do both, and then shortly, I don't know, a month or so ago, I was asked by the developers if I wanted a developer account, which of course, yes, I do. And so they had me give them my free-to-play account, and they converted it to a developer account, basically giving me, you know, the unlimited crystals on that account, put me on a separate leaderboard with developers, and so I don't compete with, you know, other people. But now that free-to-play account is no longer a free-to-play account. It's now a developer account, which I'm every day trying to max a new character out. So I don't have a free-to-play account anymore because I just don't have time to play 2. But I do have 3 friends, 2 of which who I talk to literally daily, who are free to play, and they're constantly coming over to my house and we're playing. They give me their phone. They're like, "Here, warrior, you know, figure it out." And I play through their Galactic War for them. I try to help them out, but it's a struggle, and it's a struggle when I'm on their rosters, because I'm like, man, I wish I had my roster in here, and I don't. So, all right. Destroy that freaking ball. All right, tier 2. Again, this is an easy event, and if I don't play the first order perfectly, don't skewer me. Well, no, actually, you can skewer me. I really don't care. But I don't play the first order, so I know that there's a bunch of people who are gonna get all worked up because they're first order snobs, and they're gonna say Warrior doesn't know how to play the first order. And the answer to that is yes, I don't. So I'm just here having fun. And if you're not, then you need to take a chill pill. Beep. All right. What is up with that? Pow. Man, he did a whopping 265. What a jerk. Punched me in the face. All right. So that was pretty quick. I'll tell you, it looks like they've got them moving pretty fast. BB-8's graphics are cool. Someone's telling me that BB-8's graphics are cool, David Lee is. And I love BB-8's... what does that say? I don't know what the heck that is. We're going to remove that. I don't know what that is. Anyway, all right, we're going on to tier 3. And people are being idiots in the chat. That's awesome. I do watch my chat. I do read all of that. So for anybody who's being a moron and writing stupid stuff in my chat, I'll forgive you the first time, and I'll just block the thing that you wrote. The second time you do it, I'll just ban you from the channel. You don't need to be a jerk like that to everybody who's trying to enjoy the live chat. So, all right, they got protection now in round 3, and they're pretty fast. But First Order Stormtrooper ain't having none of that. All right, let's go ahead and go for Rey. Kapow! I love that. Let's get rid of BB-8. Pow! And I'm only doing basics and stuff right now because these are just lower levels. Obviously, when I get a little higher, I'm going to want to use Captain Phasma's ability to speed the team up, you know, and things like that. Yeah, First Order Stormtrooper is really hard to farm. I know that. I actually, when I first started the game, I liked Darkseid. I liked the Rebels, but I also liked First Order, and I was farming the First Order TIE Pilot before he became the First Order TIE Pilot, like before he had a ship and everything, and I just liked him, and man, it took 6 to 8 months to get him to 7 stars, so that's no joke. And that was back when you had, you know, it was 1 node, and not 2, and it was the 1 node had 3 attempts, and you get maybe 1 shard a day. So, you know, you get 1 shard a day, and it takes forever. I know now there's people complaining about the farm, and I'll give you that. It's still a hard journey, but they've definitely doubled how many character shards people can earn. I mean, if you're brand new today, your opportunities in the game are so much easier than they were 2 years ago when the game first started, and that is a fact. All right, we're going into tier 4. This is for level 50 and above individuals. It's talking about roll with the punches. It says it gives BB-8 a counter chance, and when upgraded, BB-8 will call a resistance ally to assist. Of course, this is on a resistance team, so it's going to call, you know, probably Rey, because the other 2 veterans aren't resistance that they're using. So, all right. Let's do this round. And I'm at 80,000 for this team. That's a pretty decently done team. I noticed. All right. Oh, he gave him Illuminated Destiny right off of the beginning, man. Pow! Stunned my tank. And man, they're moving. All right. Let's go ahead and do that. Guaranteed advantage. Let's go ahead and do this. Wow. 30,000. That's what I'm talking about. Let's do an AoE. Put up some retribution. Let's speed the team up. Wow. Pow. All right. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Call it assist. Slow their team down. Punch. We resisted that time. I really do want a bunch of reworks on Darkseid. I want some new characters on Darkseid. I think that that's what's happening and what's going to happen over the next few months. I really hope that there's more of a Darkseid focus this next time. I really feel like for Rogue One, like the winners were, of course, the Rebels. I really feel that even though we got some of the Darkseid characters, I think like Death Trooper was really the best thing to come out of the Darkseid, unfortunately, from that movie, and that's it. And he's like just a supporting cast, so we kind of need some help for sure with the Darkseid. All right, so on tier 5, and this is to unlock BB-8, so you need to have characters that are at level 60 and above, first order 5-star, of course, and above. And the tips are self-preservation protocol. It's going to grant BB-8 a chance to gain foresight after taking damage. What this does is it makes him hard to hit, and then of course when you miss him, it's going to speed up his team. So, all right. I play on my phone most of the time, which is a Samsung Galaxy S7. Awesome. They're advancing. So anyway, I play on my phone, but right now I'm playing on my computer, so that way I can actually showcase what I'm doing through a live stream, because phone live streaming sucks. Let's just be honest, it's not very good. So we're gonna go ahead and work on. All right. Well, let's go ahead and whack her. Pow! To take her out. Let's do an AoE, put up some retribution. Although I have a tank taunting, so that didn't help much. Victory March. Let's go ahead and get rid of Han Solo. And let's start working on BB-8, because he's the one that speeds that team up. Yes. Pretty cool. That was a daze. Bam. All right. Oh, we'll take out Chewbacca. And let's go ahead and take out Finn. Interesting team composition that they used for this. I think it makes sense. And dead. Because of the double tap. Alright, so I got BB-8, right? Cool. Very exciting. That's what we want. We want to unlock BB-8. And we now have the 145 we need. So while we're here, since we're doing a live stream, we're going to go ahead and move on to Tier 6 and Tier 7 and do this. Tier 6 should be 70 plus. And then, of course, First Order always. And then strategy tip is good luck. Good luck, man. We ain't giving you a strategy tip. Just good luck. Kylo Ren can easily do this by himself. For the record, if you have a Gear 11 Kylo Ren that has his Zeta, you can go through this entire event with him and him alone. So just keep that in mind. That was an excellent Zeta that many people invested in back in the day. I need a bigger gun. Hey man, we all say that. Starkiller would be sick. I would love to see more Sith in the game and more Empire for sure. I know there's a lot of Empire in the game already, but definitely more Sith. I know that there's a good selection of Sith, and they had their time of glory, but it'd be nice to have them come back. And characters that are gray or white, such as Revan, that would be pretty amazing if you ask me. Boom, 31K. Let's speed up the team. Let's go ahead and pow, stun. Slow the team down. All right. Call an assist. Oh, tenacity down. That little rolling guy, BB-8, man, I'll tell you what. He's sure wrecking stuff. Little tenacity down. All right, take him out. Let's get rid of Han. And let's get rid of Chewie. Wow, that was a decent shot. Tell you what, the stacking abilities in those two new characters are pretty amazing. Let's get a stun. Boom. Called an assist. Let's just do a double tap. Boy, he's pretty... His armor's suppressing that pretty good. All right, we're just doing basics. This is over. Over. Oh, wait. Whap. And a double tap. Pow. Wow, he's taking a beating. All right. Dylan said Death Star raid would be nice. I totally concur with that for sure. Side note, what's really cool about these rewards is a couple of things. One, this isn't designed for everybody to just instantly unlock. Like, none of these are. These are legendary events. So what that means is if you're not ready for the legendary event, you don't get the character, that's fine. You move on to whatever character you're working on. If you like Thrawn, work on your Phoenix and unlock him in his legendary event. When it comes time that you want BB-8, you then will focus on your First Order. Everybody may want everybody, but you can't focus on everybody, so that's just the way it works. So definitely, if this is a character that you think you're going to work towards, then you're going to have to put your First Order in there and work on them. But the rewards are amazing. They give you a tier each time, and they give you crystals, which is awesome, and they give you the credits you need, which is awesome as well. In excess of what you need. You need 500,000, and they give you 750,000. So pretty awesome. All right. People are asking what I like Snoke in the game, and to be honest, without more revelation of Snoke, I don't, not yet. Maybe after this next movie, that would be something that would be kind of cool, for sure. All right, we're going to do the last tier, and then we'll be done. And I'm expecting some really, really good sounds in this next round, so let's do this. All right. They actually give you a tip in this one. It says Finn's leadership ability has been activated and fully upgraded for this battle. So you're going into against a fully Zeted resistance team. You have to be 80 plus. I recommended level 80. I recommended their abilities at 7, and I recommended that you have them at gear 9 and above. If you have the Zeta on Kylo, you're fine. But yeah, this should be pretty good. Someone says Namaste. Awesome, from India. Very cool. Is that Coffee Warrior? Keyboard, wouldn't you like to know? Yes, it's coffee. That was a really cool intro. I love the graphics. I love that the makers of these events spend the time to get the background right, the artwork right, the sounds right. Just everything takes you into that moment in that game, and really amplifies it. I think that's part of the experience. Now, even if this is an easy event for some people or too hard of an event for other people, the idea is it brings us all together for one collective, which is that we enjoy and really love the game that they've made. So, okay, big deal. I'll take the ugly one. Ugly? They're wearing helmets. I know, just shoot. All right, they're going to work me for a minute. There they go. All right, we need to team up. That was a 13K hit. Pretty good for Fu. I don't use First Order Officer ever, but I hear really, really, really good things about him. Nice. 30K with the double tap. All right, we're going to go over to Veteran Smuggler Chewbacca. So we're down to 2. Very good. Now let's go ahead and stun BB-8. Bow. Slow the other team down. Let's go ahead and do a double tap. Get rid of that foresight. Another AoE. Work on both of them. Let's go ahead and... That was 20K. That's not bad. I love First Order TIE Pilot. You know, he was always... Oh, double exposed. That Illuminated Destiny is pretty dope. Oh, we have him almost taken out. hold on. I bet everybody who had, who like 6 months ago when all the Zetas came out and like they reworked First Order and they built them all up, I bet you guys were like, I'm dusting off my First Order, yeah. I bet you were so excited to be able to play your First Order for once, right? Because man, you put all that time and energy into it, and of course you want to be able to use them, so pretty cool. Let's see. It'd be nice when they do when and if they do a dark side territory battle, that First Order team will be like one of those staples that you'll have to have. So I think that way anyway. So I'm pretty sure you'll probably need like a good Sith team, a good Empire team, a good First Order team. Those will probably be like the 3 top teams in if there was a dark side territory battles. So, by the way. Get him, warrior! That was Inwormy. Inwormy, thank you, man. Go get him. Let's stun this bad boy. Wow! Poor Finn. He's just stunned. He's stunned by all of our hard work. And that's it. So that is it. All right, the last thing we're going to do before I jump off here is I am going to just take him up as high as I can get him. I probably don't have the low-end gear that I need. And I looked at his gear requirements. For the record, he needs BB-8, needs over 1,200 purple. I know that sounds like a lot, but surprisingly it's not. But he does need 6 Carbantes, so that's really a sticking point. 6 Carbantes, or 300 Carbante salvage. But aside from that, the purples are pretty low. The gold is like 600 or 660. That is really high. There's a lot of gold, but that's the highest end at gear 10 and 11. So not the end of the world if you don't get there. And then the other thing is he needs 5 raid gear pieces. 5. 5 is terrible. So yeah, he's definitely going to be a difficult character to gear up. So yeah, with the Carbantes and the raid gear and the gold, you're looking at, if you were to buy all of that gear, about $150. If you farm it all, it will take about a month. So if you can do a combination of using some crystals for a few of the pieces and then farm the rest, some people should be able to get them up to gear 10, 11 in about a month pretty easily. For anyone who's like a whale and spending money, they'll have him up today. So let's go ahead and take a look at him. I want to hear the unlock. I'm going to really quick turn on the audios, the music, but only for a second. Resistant. Beautiful. All right. Now we're going to come back here. We're going to go to audio and turn that music off because I don't want a copyright strike. And let's go back to BB-8. And I'm just going to try to get him up as high as I can for now. So first, let's do the promotion. Dang, 1,100 on that. And the last promotion to 1 million. Darth Sion, yeah, definitely. That'd be cool. All right, have him 7 stars. Now this is the benefit of having almost 40 million credits, is I can just do this. I've been saving. I'm hoping that the next few months rewards me with my saving of credits with Darkside. All right, so we've got him 7-star, level 85. Let's see where I can take his gear to. Sometimes the lower end gear is the hard part, honestly. Sometimes it's easy and you have everything. Other times it's the stuff that you're missing. At least you can farm it easy. Pow! All right, Illuminated Destiny's open. At least that's the one thing I wanted to unlock. And that unlocked it at Gear 3, so that's good. All right. All right, all right, all right. Oh, and I got him to Gear 3. Or he unlocked Illuminated Destiny at Gear 2, apparently. Going to Gear 4, and we will be pausing for a little bit of farming in a minute. That's all easy stuff to get. I should blast past that here in a minute. We'll level a couple of these up. Traditionally, if it's characters I don't use... Oh! I don't know how to pronounce that name, but thank you very, very much. I really appreciate the donation. That was very kind of you. And they asked a question in another language that I don't speak, and I apologize. But I do appreciate your donation very much. That was very kind of you. I definitely need more of these Mark IIIs. This is craziness, the Mark IIIs. I'm always out, but I'm always leveling up. Every week, 5 or 6 characters, so it's just a struggle to get there. I'm always out of purples, I'm always out of omegas, and I'm always out of zetas. Those 3 I just never have. I see people that have like 600. Chris or Arnold T101, you guys know on there. We talk all the time. He has like 600 or 800 Mark IIIs. I don't know how he does it. I mean, he's almost free to play. I think that's the reason, because he just, you know, he doesn't spend money anymore in the game, so he hoards everything, whereas I'm constantly leveling characters up. So I'm gonna be stuck taking him to the 3 until I get more pieces. I wish they sold packs like they did for a while. They sold those packs for $5.99. I could buy 1 a day, and I earned that many crystals, and so I could use my earned crystals to buy 3 omegas and 10 the Mark IIIs, and man, that was super useful. All right. So that's where I got him for now. I'm going to have to fiddle faddle with it, but I definitely need some Mark IIIs or he's not going anywhere. And I definitely need to do some farming today, but I really appreciate... someone asks really quick before I leave... how do I do a roster review, or how do people get a roster review? Not everybody enjoys watching them, so if you don't watch. But for those who enjoy it, those videos are designed to help everybody who watches. I now put their gear level or their levels, what we're going to talk about, so you can see what we are covering, and also whether they are free to play, a dolphin or a whale, so you can kind of see. By the way, a lot of people ask how to get them. You got to be a patron. I only have time for patrons, and I went from getting almost caught up to now I'm like 20 down. So it just... my patrons are constantly growing. I have a really huge community of really awesome people who are supporting the channel, so I thank them all publicly for that, for sure. The green screen I have behind me, that's all them. The computer we're going off of right now, that's them. Everybody who is a patron has supported this endeavor and made everything that I'm doing a possibility, so thank you for that. So the roster reviews are exclusively for them. And then lastly, if you want to get information about that, you can always go and check that out on any of my channel descriptions of any of my videos. But that's what I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the First Order finally come out and play and have some fun. As always, keep your gaming on. Warrior out.